so today we're going to practice multiplying a 2-digit by a 2-digit. Now you may have noticed that I have a big multiplication problem back here, and it's got this funny word over to the side of it. Oopta. Okay? Now that funny word, oopta, O-O-P-T-T-A, is a word that me and some of my students from last year made up to help us remember the steps of multiplying a 2-digit by a 2-digit. Okay, now before I tell you what that is, I need you to go ahead, where it says teacher name, go ahead and make your teacher Oopta. Go ahead and write those on your worksheet so that it's there for you later when you are doing your homework. All right, on your whiteboard, I want you to write our first problem, 77 times 75, and then I'm going to tell you what the heck that oopta means. Okay, you ready? Oopta tells us the order to multiply a 2-digit by a 2-digit. The first step in multiplying a 2-digit by a 2-digit is multiplying the number that's in the ones place on the bottom by the number that's in the ones place on the top. So the first O stands for ones times ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply. What do I need to multiply here? Who can tell me that?
5 times 7.
5 times 7. Thank you for saying the bottom number first. 5 times 7 is?
35.
35. What goes down?
5.
What goes up?
3.
Not just 3?
Plus 3.
3 goes up. All right. Now we're ready to move on to our next step. The next step is that we want to multiply the ones times the tens. So that's what the next O stands for. It stands for ones times tens. Okay, let's go ahead and multiply that. When I multiply the ones times the tens, what problem am I multiplying here?
5 times 7.
5 times 7 is?
35.
Plus 3 is?
38.
38. Okay. Have I multiplied every number on top by the ones place?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Have I used this plus 3?
Yes.
For some people, it's helpful to cross off the 5 because you've already multiplied everything by the 5. And it's also helpful to cross out the plus 3 because we've already used the plus 3. And the next letter is P. I mean, it's not P for perfect like your teacher. So, that's funny. What could it be? What's our next step? Who remembers?
You bring, no.
Anybody remember? Like, because we still have numbers we've got to multiply here. See, Lolly? You've got to put something here.
Oh, a 0.
You put a 0 here, and that 0, we call that 0, we call it a placeholder. That 0 is called a placeholder. That's holding the place of the ones. That's saying, hey, I already multiplied in the ones place. So I'm going to put a 0 there to hold the place. Okay? Now I can move on to the T. What do you think the T stands for? Tens. Because I'm going to multiply the tens times the ones. Okay? So let me write that over here. Tens times 1. So what problem is the tens times the ones?
7 times 7.
7 times 7 is?
49.
What goes down?
9.
What goes up?
4. Plus 4.
Plus 4 goes up. Okay, now I'm ready. What do you think the next T is for? We just did tens times ones. What do you think it's for?
Tens times tens.
Tens times 10. So let me put that in over here. Tens times tens is our next step. So what problem is tens times tens?
7 times 7.
7 times 7 is?
49.
Plus 4.
53.
53. Good. Is it important when I'm multiplying and putting my answers that I line up my numbers?
Yes.
Yes, because that gets me to my very last step, which is an A. What do you think that A stands for?
Addition.
Add. We're going to add. The very last step is to add. Okay, so let's go ahead and add. We have 5 plus 0.
5.
8 plus 9.
17.
7 goes down.
1
1
goes
goes
up.
up. 1 plus 3 plus 3.
7.
Okay. Nothing plus 5.
5.
Okay, where does my comma go?
In
between
5 and 7.
5 and 7. Awesome. All right. I think that's probably good to stop.